pulled out, citing various reasons.
Permanent. Ba mobile ha bona tiro e botoka e permanent kana e duela botoka gona le rona ke ra moghanna gore a toge ba ngone le khanya ba direla puso ba gra itore tle ka bo sentse rena ba direla puso ile ha re simolla ba ngwe go January di transfer maphata ba ngwe ba tsamaile ba ngwe ka ntatango ya bo botsogo jalo ha ba gona.
Meanwhile, the Member of Parliament for Maun East, Mr. Gortetseke Kgonegile, has encouraged Botswana to register, saying it is their constitutional right and responsibility.
Tsamaiso ya lehatshe ya puso ya batho ka batho ke tsamaiso ya thopo. O tshwanela ke gore o ithopele moeteledipele, o ithopele moemedi, o ithopele puso e wena o dumela mo mananeo a yone, mme ha o sa ikwadisa ga o ka ke wa thopa. Dipalo tsa rona tsa ikwadiso mo nakong ya gompieno di sampo di le kwa tlase di butsana, mme tsholohelo ke gore di phike di ye go godimo, mme di ka go godimo hela ha ile gore wena yo ko tirong, wena yo go jarateng o iphile sebaka sa gore motsotso hela o hete ha makwadisetsong a dithopo a bapileng le wena kana a wena o ikgethelang gore ke gone go a go thopang teng o ikwadise o thope.
Ke ikwadisitse khaije ya ke le moga gore bothokwa jwa go ikwadisa ke yone gore mosola jwa go ikwadisa ke yone bokamso jwa go ya 5 years yani ke rotwetsa Batswana ka nna le bankana ba me bogolo ya banana gore ba go ikwadisa.
In the first 3 days of the exercise, Maun North constituency, with a total of 58 polling stations, registered a total of 1,116 voters, while Maun East constituency, with a total of 72 polling stations, registered 828. Meanwhile, Maun West constituency registered 566 voters in its 78 polling stations. Maranyane Samakata, BTV News, Maun.
The head of security at Botswana Telecommunications Corporation, BTC, Mr. Tute Muji, says various strategies implemented to combat copper cable theft are bearing fruit. He said the decline in such crimes since April last year is evident that the strategies are a success. Solofelo Tombale and Bule Makwasa with the report.
The Botswana Telecommunications Corporation, BTC, has been aggressively strategizing to end copper cable thefts due to the millions of pula in losses it has suffered through damage to its infrastructure over the years. It has reported that 56 million pula was lost last year. The corporation has revealed that they are witnessing positive results in their efforts to combat cable theft.
Looking at my stats, we only had 25 incidents that we have recorded in December, and in January up to date we have 7 that we have recorded. But if I compare this to April, the incidents that were recorded there were 160. You can see that now is becoming better and better.
Mr. Muji shared some of the strategies that they are using.
We have improved our strategy around incident response, where we have a lot of coverage now. We also, and this incident response, we have engaged a service provider, a security service provider, but we are also in conjunction working with Botswana Police and the intelligence fraternity, so that we collaboratively deal with this issue.
BTC has revealed that with their successes, the areas that often experience theft have changed.
For the longest time, Greater Gaborone, most importantly Gaborone, was the area that was really hit hard. And as we started enhancing coverage of response, we have seen a very high decline within Gaborone. And these guys to other areas like Lobatse, Jwaneng, during the festive season we are seeing them now going even to areas in the north.
BTC has made it clear that they intend to improve on their successes and have shown confidence that the support they are receiving from the Botswana Police Service will help them bring more of these criminals to justice. Tsolofelo Tombali, BTV News, Gaborone.
Water levels in dams around the country are said to be low currently due to low rainfall experienced this year. Strategy and Corporate Affairs Director Mr. Peter Sidingwe says the water levels in Gaborone Dam is at 51.2%, which is a level that can supply the public for 19 months. Kumiso Mapanyane and Tsolofelo Chepet report.
As this year has been pronounced a drought year, most of the dams are not filled to their usual capacity. Mr. Asidwe pointed that rainfall is essential at this time, the Gaborone Dam needing as much rainfall as possible as the situation worsens.
Mela mo dipuleng tse di le mo dikgweding tse di itileng ga di ana di le dintsi mo go rang gore matamo a rona ga ka tsenya metsi ya ka ne re eleditse yaanong matamo a rona ka haemeng ka teng gompieko ga re a tsala ka kakaretso a ka re nosa sebaka se ka hetang go ngwaga le sephatlo ga ile gore ga o ke ga nna le pula e pena. Even
though everything is according to God's will, much needed rains could help replenish the dam levels.
Re metsi a jaaka ra pompa ka teng gore ska leta mo kgantelela la babalwa ke go go ntshwe metsi mo go lone re kgone ra somarele e re mo re ntse re metsi gore masedi o ka re gopola ka dipula mme be ntse re na song se re ka senwang.
The public has been advised to conserve water and use it wisely and has been warned against using drinking water for irrigation purposes amongst other uses. Kumiso Mapanyani, BTV News, Gaborone.
You're watching BTV News and thank you for staying with us. Now moving on, Tonota village is battling with a challenge of drug abuse, especially amongst their school-going children. Addressing a Khotla meeting in Tonota recently, the Member of Parliament for Tonota, Mr. Ponoma Tludi, pleaded with parents to instill discipline in their children. Drugs have proven to be a major hindrance to the academia, which guarantees a brighter future for the youngsters. Faith Iditete reports.
Mr. Mwatudi says he will collaborate with the community leadership and relevant stakeholders to take it upon themselves to conduct random raids in search of drugs, further rebuking some parents' irresponsible behavior of using children to distribute their drugs, ignoring the impact of such on the children.
And this is not healthy for this community. And this is not healthy for this country, let alone part of the global village, which we are part of. Jan Baget, Artwengha, Roho Kalemabana, and I am going to raid this village. I'm assembling a very strong team of dedicated and committed policemen. Banabadule Modikolo, what Kale, and a Gibone, Mahosia Camoso. E tshwanetse a nna bone balaodi ba kamoso ga o kake wa kgona bokamoso jo bo tang until and unless o tsene sekole o rutilwe jaaka bana ba ba rona.
Meanwhile, residents have been urged to take heed of the newly launched Temole Toto program, as it is intended by government to reposition Botswana from subsistence farming to commercial farming.
Ira re bitsa bambo re tse di khatsana tse tsa rona tse re di batang tse la di gakologa ke re batsadi kana ha o limile re batla khatsana nyana mo go ene mo timing ke video a tatana ke re ke ene ya bogologolo ya go ipelega batsadi.
Is also a concern.
Tsatseno bana ba thoka diplot o twa rekeletso o lela ka matlotla ate ha ro a botsa gata monga le tlotla le o hudugile kwa mahalape list ya rona ya batho ba emetse lefatshe ba 110,000, and some people are finding the luxury of sitting on allocated plots over 15-20 years. It cannot be allowed. tsa mo go aba diplots o di neele batho ba ba 110,000 ba ba emetseng go hiwa diplot.
The locals expressed their concern regarding the poor conditions and shortage of equipment such as wheelchairs and stretchers, among others, in the health facilities across their constituency.
Re na le bothata e le gore re na le molwetse ko lapeng ko re ile ko re bata ambulance e se ra go re ra bata di wheelchair ha o ka le wheelchair go masedi be le setlo se se le tse di robegang ga ena ditha ba fonela tonoto yote madisa kwana manyanda mantunyane sha simotswana no wheelchairs ke semo se stabisa ditho ambulance e eme kwa ya mabisi kwa e sena le haile stretcher se mo teng se le gore o ka sentsha bogolo wa tsa molwetse mo ntunga tamisa go koloi se robegile
ke tlhalosetse kgotege gore ke tanela tleliniki ya rona wheelchair e ntšha gompieno mme la bona gore ke lekile gore ke kope ke ha go a go bereka wheelchair ya gore thusa rote ba rata gore a go tleliniking ya Tonota akere.
Tonota residents were encouraged to rest assured as their long-awaited Tonota Primary Hospital construction will soon be launched, while the other awaited construction of the Mandunyane Matangwane Road has already commenced. Faithy, DTT, BTV News, Tonota.
Now, the Member of Parliament for Matete Molapo-Abojang, who is also Minister of Health, Dr. Edwin Dikoloti, has called on his constituents to consider venturing into culture and sport tourism. He says government also encourages culture and sport tourism as it has the potential to help create income and also preserve traditional culture. Dr. Dikoloti said this when addressing a Khotla meeting in Matete village. Lone Sekobo reports.
Dr. Dikoloti urged the community to use their plowing fields to make money by practicing culture and sports tourism, emphasizing that culture is increasingly an important element of the tourism product, which also creates distinctiveness in a crowded global marketplace. He further stated that this will provide an important means of enhancing culture and creating income which can support and strengthen cultural heritage, cultural production and creativity.
Culture and or sports tourism. Re dirile go le gontsi mo metshamekong re dirile go le gontsi go ngoka babeeletsi kwano mme ke go utlwile motho wa ga mabe ke belaela ebe ke dumela gore o bua ka cultural village ke go tshela yone kgang ya rona ya bobedi ya se se neng se ipelepele la bona project e re isimolotseng ya gatlhogana mo ke go batlang ke gore re bone gore re tokagatsa yang gore re na le maakanya a culture village go batla re dira mo eleng gore go tla re tokahaletsa letseno go nyalana le gone mo re go dirileng
thulaganyo rona ke gore re batla gore go bohelong re le botsadi jotlhe mephato ga re tla be re tla mo kgosing re ba kope re go dira culture village ka kwa re tsantse gore ha re sena mona re ilana re hetsa ka gore go na le thulaganyo ya diphologolo ga ke yane e tangwa ke ba batla ya mang ba re soleditse gore ba tla tse diphologolo tla re bua ka nako a teng.
Residents also had an opportunity to share their views.
Ba tsweletse Batswana ba lema me ba lema jana ba lebogetse lenaneo le la temo le tlotlo me se be sa pire ke gore ha ba bua le tlile mo nakong e khutshwane ba sa ipaakanya.
Mathata a rona ke ya motlakase phatlalatso ya motlakase mo Matete bogolo thata dijarata tse di ka ko haihili ka kwa ha o ya metloboko ke dijarata tse leng gore sa le di bewa bogolo go le pele ga metsi ga di thatse di ntšha tse di bewatse mme re itemogetse gore phatlalatso ya motlakase ko ditsentseo ga eyo.
Dr. Dikoloti responded to some of the comments.
Ne ke bua gore mo ngagentse pedi ka kwano o tla bore ka reka temo le tlotlo ele la ntlha mo ditsong ha o lebella temo le tlotlo ra tulusitse dijwalo tse di ka jwalwang ka temo le tlotlo.
Member of Parliament encouraged the residents to register for the upcoming general elections, and they should go as soon as now to avoid last-minute registrations. Lona Sokobo, BTV News, Matete.
Well, that is the news. It is about to stay with us in Tebogang Sebetlela on standby to take you through the world of sport.
Now in context, the sports news follows with me in Tebogang Sebetlela. FNB Botswana continued their support for athletics in the country with the launch of a 500,000 Pula sponsorship package for the first ever Botswana International Cross Country to be held on the 27th of January. Managing Director of the Race and Golden Door Sport Agency, Claudie Dube, says the support from the private sector remains a key component in delivering and organizing world-class events which attract top athletes from around the world. Lida Poloko report.
The relationship between FNB Botswana and Golden Door Sports Agency continued from last year, where they worked together to stage the World Athletics Golden Prix Athletics Meet at the National Stadium. This year, the two companies, alongside Botswana Athletics Association, will once again work together to deliver another world-class event in the hosting of the first International Cross Country Series. The cross-country race is expected to attract athletes from as far as Kenya, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Germany, and Italy, amongst others, who will be competing in the main 10-kilometer category race. Golden Door Sports Agency Director Claudie Dube, who was recently recognized as the director by a World Athletics body, applauded FNB Botswana for playing a critical role in the development of athletics in the country.
I'm truly honored this morning to stand before you as we are launching our first ever continental tour cross country that will be held on the 27th of January. I think it's in 2 weeks' time, if I'm not mistaken. Honestly, I'm touched this morning when our partners, our sponsors, FNB, when we throw the eye to them again, this time they said, indeed, we are behind this. I don't know if they understood what cross-country is, but honestly, for them to jump into something like this, this is something that really touched me. And honestly, it shows that we really want to take our sports to another level.
FNBB Director of Marketing Peo Porohom says this gesture is a reflection of their dedication to sport development aimed at giving local athletes much needed international exposure.
As we embark on this exciting partnership that really reflects our broader commitment to community development through sports, we express our sincere gratitude to Claudie and other organizers for thinking of us and always coming to knock on our doors and asking us to partner. And we are grateful for the partners, our media partners who are here today to come and share this exciting news with us, and we'll be going out to share this exciting news with the newspapers and everybody involved in actually making this event a success. We look forward to seeing you on the 27th of January right here to witness this event that will be happening for the first time in Botswana. So let's work together to make sure that we lay the groundwork for even a stronger future of athletics in Botswana.
We are very humble and we appreciate what FNB is doing to sport in general in Botswana, and especially to athletics. Last year they came handy during the Grand Prix. Not easy to get a sponsor worth so much. I know it's going to be more. The way I know FNB, you know, when they really are partners. Again, they are partners. They are not sponsors. I've seen them during the Golden Grand Prix. They work with you.
The international cross-country race will be held at a 2-kilometer golf course in Gaborone, where the winner of the main 10-kilometer race will walk away with $2,000, while the winners of the junior class will bank $500. Local athletes will continue to sharpen for the event by competing at the BAA Cross-Country Series this coming weekend in Kopong. Lydia Poloko, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
Now and lastly, local motorbike rider Ross Branch remains in the hunt of a podium finish at the Dakar Rally in Saudi Arabia after completing stage 6 in 5th spot. The Hero Motorsport star battled hard in the toughest stage of the race so far, completing the 873-kilometer cruising course in 5th position in a time of 8 hours and 7 minutes. The stage was won by Monster Energy Honda rider Adrian Van Beveren ahead of Toby Price of Red Bull, KTM with Ricky Brabeck of USA scooping 3rd position. Following his stage 6 exploits, Branch is now second in the overall bike standings behind new leader Ricky Brabeck. The riders will take a much-needed break tomorrow before embarking on stage 7 on Sunday, which will be another long ride of 837 kilometers from Riyadh to Al Duwa. Dime.
Hey guys, so finished the longest stage of my life. I think yesterday was the most riding I've ever done in the dunes. I think 513 Ks was really crazy, but managed to save the bike and come home in one piece and not lose too much time. So looking forward to a well-deserved rest day for tomorrow, but feeling strong and ready to take on week number 2.
Wishing Ross Branch all the best for the next stages. For now, thank you for staying with us and good afternoon.
The L'Oreal Foundation is awarding and celebrating women in science for the last 25 years.